So once again we started for the, we'll go with now we will install this the database using the dbca assistant.
This Oracle count refers to that home directory.
This filled signs represents to your home directory. Dollar is the CMD prompt. Next, we will create a database. We will specify what type of database you want to create, whether it is an OLTP or data warehouse or something both. For example, I can give the database name is my name. If you want to configure Enterprise Manager, the EM window, you can configure it from here. And the next, and then we'll specify the ASM passwords. So it will be Oracle and Oracle. I'm using the same password for all these users: the sales, the system, the DBS, NNB, and Sysman. In सब की password है, right? And then we'll go next. Yes. This is the place where you're going to say at which place you want to store your data file. Whether you want to go with file system or you want to go with the ASM. Once you choose an ASM, you can come and hence browse, and the ASM CMM window will come up. You can choose the data part, right? So you can say data here. Okay. Next, you have to specify the password of the ASM sys which was created at that time, which is by default Oracle, as I've said. So it will work here.
I think it will run the
Bye bye. Next one.
yes.
Then we will say specify flash recovery area, and my flash recovery area, or you can call it to be the fast recovery area. FRA हमने यहाँ दे रखा है, हमने यहाँ choose कर लेंगे उसको. As for like the something if you want to perform the incomplete recovery, the better option is that rather than doing the incomplete recovery, you can go with the fast. I will teach you in the workshop too. Let's say level archiving. Next, you can add sample schemas. You can specify the size of your RAM, how much you want to specify. Next, and even I want to show you something at this place, that if you want, you can say the sizing, what is the block size, how many users want to connect with this, what is the character set of your database, what is the connection mode, dedicated or server, shared server, right? Next, and you just say create database. If you want to save this thing as a template, you can just checkbox this also. If you want to create the script for this, you can create a script which will be actually helpful while installing the database in a silent mode, right? Just say finish. Okay, and this will start creating the database, right? We have some commands like, from here we can find out which processes are running up. It shows you that still right now you have an ASM process. Once the database instance will be created, you will have another process called Shoaib Pimon, right? That is the database name. And still now we don't have the instance up and running. Once the instance is up, you will see Shoaib Pimon also running up here, right? Right now the data files are being copied to your data ASM.
In which chapter we will study related as non-Pimon and other background process.
Done.
Okay, now no more data. Pimon was before?
Process monitor used to processes all the monitors. If any user process used to die, it was his duty to check and release the logs, clear the dispatchers, clear the memory used by that particular process. And even you remember the static and dynamic registration with the listeners when we were learning the networking. At that time I told you can do the dynamic. By default, it goes to the dynamic registration with the listener, and which is done by the Pimon Otherwise, you can go the static registration also. That is what. So now we see that it's creating and starting the Oracle instance. At this particular moment, the pmon of my database shape must come up, and it has, right? Then into the third phase, it will register database with the Oracle restart facility, so that we can restart the Oracle once when the OS is down, or if any of the processes fails, you can restart that process again. That is Oracle restart.
While running the other process.
While
running the other
process, because see, there are few processes which are mandatory, few processes which are not mandatory. If those processes which are not mandatory dies, your database will still be running up, right? But if your SMON, PMON, your DB writer, your LGWR, your CKPT, your record dies, your database will crash. So this facility will try to restart those features, restart those, processes. So you kill your PMON in your 10G, the database will crash. But if you kill your PMON in 11G with the grid facility, it will not crash, it will restart it. It's coming up. then there's a command called you know, ls and just to show you the listeners. Okay? Listener will always be running from the grid home. Listener will always be running from the grid home.
Suddenly auto clear and let's see. ये सेकंड सेकंड थोड़ा लग रहा है कि नहीं वो भी की है
So what we can see here, we have this URL localhost local domain 1158 EM through which you can open your enterprise manager. Done. Fine. I can say dot aura emv. Then I can say my database name is Schwab, and I can say emcdl status db console, the enterprise manager screen, EM screen through which you can manage everything. This is my screen. Open the link. You have to get the certificate issued for that. So you will say add an exceptional case. You will say an exception, get certificate, confirm security. You got the login window. You will say sys, password is Oracle, connect assist is dba, and you say login. The page that comes up is actually a page of DB console through which you can manage your complete database. You can talk about anything from that place. You want to do anything, you can do anything. I'll just show you. So you have the database up, host name, the listener, the ASM, or everything, anything you talk about, high availability is enabled, right? Space, diagnostics, alerts. If you talk about the schemas, what is stable, what is index, what is views, any information from space, server. You can talk about control files, table spaces. What table spaces do you have? It will show you the systems, sysaugs, and everything, right? You just click on this. The more
We have the same
information.
enterprise manager in Delhi as well.
Yes, we have this. The same syntax. You can see this example is placed on data, right? If you want to see everything about the ASM instance, you have to come to the home page. Click on this ASM, and you can see more data available like this. Services. The Schwab is being worked on this. You want to go to this groups. You can sys password is Oracle, and I will connect with sys ASM. So you have this data, you have the NFRA, what is the size, you can rebalance, you can dismount, you can mount, you can create new, you can add to all those things. Everything possible from this enterprise manager. You even talk about the export import, you can do that. Recovery option, you can do it. I can just show you that.
We have not created any group for mirroring.
Yeah.
We have not created any group for
mirroring. We have created groups for mirroring in data, because in data it was normal. In case of FRA, we haven't.
We have not created groups in data. We have used 4 disks.
Yes, but that 4 disks, and you have set mirroring in that, na? You have mirroring in that. You have chosen normal, and if there is normal, if you choose normal, mirroring will be there.
But mirroring is taking the same disk group.
Yes.
Not across the disk group.
Yes.
अगर मैं चाहूँ तो across the disk group भी mirroring कर सकता हूँ.
Yes. Thanks for watching the video.